Welcome to what we hope is not the final installment of Ask the Booth. You can ask the booth, Matt Money Smith, Nick Hardwick, questions about the upcoming game, and we would love for that to spill into the postseason, but a lot riding on this Week 17 matchup, the 16th and final game of the regular season against the Raiders, Nick. So for those of you that submitted questions through Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, or Twitter, thank you, and we'll get to them. Here's a handful. Riley asks, what's the biggest thing the team needs to focus on against the Raiders?
Division rival, Raiders, Chargers. It's Raiders week, so if you're new to this rivalry, welcome to Raider week.
It's a big deal.
The thing to me, it's a huge deal. The thing to me it comes down to is taking care of the football and special teams.
So I'll just chime in and say, what do they need to focus on? The game. You know, we've got 3 games being played at the exact same time with scores being updated. You don't want players not paying attention to what they have to do, which is win the game. Every one of these games is of consequence because the early games will be at the exact same time. What are the Chargers' playoff scenarios? All right, win. That's number 1.
Win.
They can't lose. If they lose, they're out. So win is step number 1. Step 2 is Tennessee has to lose. If they win, it's over.
Yes.
Because you already have the Ravens with 9 wins. So regardless of what Baltimore does, if Buffalo gets a win, you need the Ravens to win. So that's pretty much your scenario. From Daniel, can we count on Antonio Gates to continue this high-level play in Hunter's absence?
I think so, and you have to. That's exactly what Antonio has to do, and I think kind of conveniently and a little bit of lucking into this with the increased play of Hunter Henry and Antonio Gates finding more time standing on the sidelines through the middle of the season. Antonio's well rested, and he looked youthful last week against the Jets. So
probably the best he's looked all season.
Yes.
In terms of the way his breaks were, his movement. I mean, he looked
the thing that
good.
impressed me the most was the cold weather in New York, and he was still moving really well.
And fighting through contact. I mean, that touchdown, he had to fight through a lot of contact to get that as well. And also, hey, Sean McGrath. 4 targets, 4 receptions, and a big one last week for 23 yards.
Sean McGrath in 2013 with Kansas City had 23 receptions.
Lean on him.
He's an athlete. He can make plays.
And an artist.
Yes, and a good one.
Right? Finally, the Bolts kicking game has to be a concern, comma, yes? Yeah.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Yeah, it does. Talked about it right off the top. The blunders in the special teams game will hold you back in a game. A division rivalry like the Oakland Raiders. You cannot have the mishaps. You can't set your team back with holding penalties, 2 unsportsmanlike conducts in that contest, which make your offense start back inside the 10-yard line. You've got to have good field position, and you got to make your field goals.
And you hope whatever it was that ailed him on that 47-yarder is now out of his system.
It's mechanical. It's totally mechanical. Get it straightened out. It's just like your golf swing. If you leave your hips open, the ball goes that way.
What are you saying about my golf swing?
I don't know about your golf swing.
Whatever with this guy.
I'm just assuming he's got a snap hook.
I got maybe a month until the off season. They'll be planting seeds in my head about how bad my golf swing
I'm in
is.
your
I don't
head.
need that.
If I'm in your head, your golf game's weak.
Listen, my kitchen is this big when it comes to golf. You can get in my head so easy. A big thank you to all of you that submitted questions, and hopefully we'll keep it going in the postseason. You do it through the Chargers Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter feeds, and we're happy to get to it every single week.